I encourage you to say you must stand for your country and defend your country, because should you not defend your country, the future of your children and your children's children will just disappear just like that, because we need to defend our countries. We cannot allow illegal people coming to our country do as they please. So it is up to us as the people of these countries to defend our country. I am here to defend my country, and we cannot sit and allow our leaders sell out our country. It is up to me and you to defend this country. You cannot sit and watch and see things happen the way they're happening. And I want to talk to these three parties. I want to talk to the DA. I want to talk to the EFF. I want to talk to the ANC if they've got ears and they've got eyes to see what is happening in the grass. It is not your business to be interfering with this informal business that are feeding and taking children to school. Our mothers, our grandfathers, they've taken us, many of us, because of informal business, they've taken us to school. They've taken many children to university, something that you have failed.
I feel pity for my fellow businessmen and women who are trying to make a living. We are all the scapegoats of our brothers from across the border, because if it were not because of their actions and their involvement in past incidents of kids dying, we wouldn't be subjected to these long queues and requirements to operate our businesses.
If you assist an undocumented person in South Africa, you are committing a crime. The law will take its course, and fronting is not going to work. A person who applied for a business is the one who will run the business.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what time you're watching this video. You could be watching me from South America, you could be watching me from North America, you could be watching me from Asia, you could be watching me from Europe, you could be watching me from Australia, you could be watching me from Africa, the mother continent, you could be watching me from the Caribbean, you could be watching me anywhere around the world. Maybe it's the first time you come across my YouTube channel, maybe it's the first time you hear my voice, maybe it's the first time you see this face. My name is Rwanda Nzonga Prince from South Africa. You're probably asking yourself, what is he talking about? Look, I am here to defend my country, and I will also encourage anybody who's in South Africa and you see what is happening in our country getting destroyed by, sometimes also by our leaders selling our country. You could be anywhere around the world. Also, you see your own country. You could be in America, you could be in Kenya, you could be at whatever country you're coming from, and you see that illegal foreigners are there in your country to destroy your country, and you want to defend your country. I encourage you to say you must stand for your country and defend your country, because should you not defend your country, the future of your children and your children's children will just disappear just like that, because we need to defend our countries. We cannot allow illegal people coming to our country do as they please. So it is up to us as the people of these countries to defend our country. I am here to defend my country. I promise you, there's a lot of things that are happening in our country. You probably have seen a lot of things happening in our country. People selling expired food, people mining illegally, people doing so many things in our country that are so wrong, that are breaking our laws in our country. I encourage you, especially as a South African, to stand up. If you have not fought for your country before, it is time for you now to contribute and make a change in our country, because we can see our leaders are selling out our country, and we cannot sit and allow our leaders sell out our country. It is up to me and you to defend this country. You cannot sit and watch and see things happen the way they're happening. And I want to talk to these three parties. I want to talk to the DA, I want to talk to the EFF, I want to talk to the ANC if they've got ears and they've got eyes to see what is happening in the ground. And I want especially the ANC, because the ANC has contributed a lot to what is happening in this country. The ANC has failed to control whatever's going on in this country, because we have trusted them, we have voted them for over 3 decades, for 30 years, to be in charge of this country, and they only have allowed illegal foreigners to come to our country and destroy our country. So many things are out of control. If the ANC have the ears and have the eyes to see what's going on, they will listen to us, the people of this country. The 40% that you got, it should be a warning to you that you are doing things wrong, that the people of this country are not happy. Because if the people of this country are happy, I promise they would have voted for you. But because that you are doing the wrong things that you're not supposed to be doing in this country, the people have spoken to say, enough, it's enough. They're not going to vote for you. It was my last time I vote for you. I'm telling you now, if you've got ears to hear, I don't want you in the next 3-4 years to come, when you watch this video and you say, we've been warned, I am warning you that if you don't pull up your socks, if there's still people in that ANC who cares for this country, I would like to believe that there's still a small number of the ANC who really cares for this country. The majority of you don't care about what's happening in our country, because if you care what is happening in our country, you will exercise the laws of this country. You will exercise, you will follow the constitutions of this country. We've got the best constitution in the whole entire world, but you are not using the constitution. You are not following our laws. The illegal people who are here in this country, who have been deported long time ago, the people who are here in our country to destroy our country would have been deported back long time ago. You will not even still be protecting them. You are still continuing to protect illegal people who are supposed not even to have sponsorship, but you still want them to register to have sponsorship in our country. I'm telling you, come 2029, you will go below 25%. It is up to you, those who still want the ANC to control this country. But if you don't want to listen, it is up to you. And I want to say this to the DA, the people who are employing illegal foreigners in our country. It is a warning that the 21% that you got, you might not enjoy that 21% for a very long time, because the people, and I can tell you, if the black people who voted for you decide to say enough, it's enough, and I don't know what type of black people are still voting for these people, they don't care about you. They don't care about you. So those black people, they can see what's happening. They keep on employing these illegal foreigners in our country because of cheap labor that are destroying our country. And they're doing nothing as we speak with the problem that we're having. They're actually making the problem worse. And I want to say this also to the EFF. This Pan-Africanism that you are hiding behind to bring illegal foreigners in our country, it will not take you anywhere. The 10% that you got, it should be a warning. But let me tell you, the EFF is destroyed. I don't even know why am I talking about the EFF. Let me tell you, those people who have left in your party, they have left with their voters. That's one thing you must know. You must just know the next election, 2029, you cannot even cross 5%. You will be below 3%. The only people that will be left voting for is the illegal people that you have in that party that will continue to vote, and your families and your friends that will vote for you. But the people of this country will not vote for the EFF. It's a warning to the EFF, and we don't care if the EFF dies or whatever, because we know your agenda is to bring illegal foreigners in our country to take over the people, to take over our economy, and we cannot allow that. And I want to say this again, back to the ANC. If you've got ears and if you've got eyes to see, you will hear the cry. Our people are speaking. Our people are speaking, and you are doing nothing about it. You are sending our people left, right, and center. I want to say this strong message to the ANC. The informal business of this country should not be touched by government. The informal business of this country, it belongs to the people of this country. The informal business of this country does not belong to any foreign or to illegal foreigner who comes to this country. The informal business should not be touched. I can see you are not following the law of this country. The laws of this country protect the informal business of this country. And I don't understand, why are you making our South African people to go register informal business? We are not foreigners in our own country. If the ANC have the ears to hear what we are saying in this country, we're saying hands off the informal business. Deport all those illegal people who are in our country to destroy the informal business. I'm talking at all sectors, not just only sponsor shop. I'm talking about all sectors. And we want those hardware of these that have been open also around South Africa to be closed. We're saying we want South African people to own those businesses. And I'm going to say it one more time again. Hands off informal business. ANC, hands off informal business. It is not your business to be interfering with this informal business that are feeding and taking children to school. Our mothers, our grandfathers, they've taken us, many of us, because of informal business, they've taken us to school. They've taken many children to university, something that you have failed to do. And you want to touch the informal business. I'm warning the ANC, stop it. Stop it. If you want to continue to lose those persons because our people are suffering, taking post to post, we cannot allow nonsense like this to happen in our country. And I am calling out at the ANC, DA, EFF to start respecting the people of this country, because we know all of these three parties, they will defend the illegal foreigners in this country. I want to play you three clips. Let me say three clips that our people are complaining. Let me just play you one and other two clips. But I want you to hear the cry of our people in this country. If you've got ears and if you've got eyes to see, you will listen to us, the people of this country. Let me play you this clip.
As you can see, the queues are very long, irrespective of the people there is you see on the outside. There doesn't seem to be any movement inside the yard. It shows that I doubt whether maybe the staff people know exactly what to do, because if you do something on a daily basis, you show excellence, you simply do that, and like a doctor extracting a tooth, he's doing that on a daily basis. So the process of extracting a tooth is as simple as ABC, but it seems like there's a lot of confusion. You'll be told this document is short, and some of the places that you've been advised to visit to get certain documentations, you cannot access them that easily, and the documentation as well does not come as simple as they suppose them to come. So it's a struggle to the masses. I feel pity for my fellow businessmen and women who are trying to make a living. We are all the scapegoats of our brothers from across the border, because if it were not because of their actions and their involvement in past incidents of kids dying, I wouldn't be subjected to these long queues and requirements to operate our businesses.
You mentioned that this is not the first time you actually come here to submit your documents, but you've been sent from pillar to post, and that is exhausting. Exactly.
At first, when I came here, I was told that I should have a business site plan that is approved. But unfortunately, mine hasn't been approved. As you can see, this is a plan, the business plan, and even on the side is the business plan, but it hasn't been approved. The lack of resources and finances makes it impossible for most people, to draw up business plans. They just erect walls and structures around their yards that is not even architecturally approved, and they make their business there. Now, because I don't want to sound naive, but because of the incident that occurred, because of our brothers from across the borders, in the township, we call them my friend. If it were not because of my friend, we wouldn't have been subjected to all this, and the documentation that is needed, the annexures and the departments to be certificated or given the right to operate. As you can see, this one, all that's needed is a copy of an ID, proof of residence, approved plan, which is a very, very complicated thing for most of us to achieve.
Guys, before I go any further, I know lots of you you haven't subscribed yet to my YouTube channel. Kindly, guys, please hit that subscribe button just to help me grow this channel, because we need to talk to many people. We need to reach as many people as we can reach all over the world. Here in South Africa, our brothers and sisters are also outside the country. Yeah, so please, guys, hit the subscribe button and help me grow this channel, because look, we have to make as much noise as possible. If we have to punish this ANC and the DA and the EF, we have to do that. And yeah, we have to do it. And I need your help. I need your support. So your support is by subscribing and watching this video, and make sure the guys don't skip any adverts, because that's the only way that I can able to make as much videos I can make, so that I can get the small any amount that I can, because it consumes a lot of time to keep on making these videos. Yeah, I understand, guys. Yeah, but getting back to the ANC, you can see our people are tired. And I'm going to say it again, informal business, it is not your business to be interfering. But now you are interfering into informal business that you have nothing to do with the informal business, but you are making our people suffer, being sent left, right, and center because of the failure of the government, because you have failed to do what you're supposed to do. Now it's been taken to us as South African people. We're saying enough is enough. This nonsense, we cannot tolerate it. And we know, South Africans, we can punish these people big time, big time. And I don't understand. One thing is that ANC, they're busy destroying. Let me tell you what the MK is doing. The MK is working in the ground. The MK is working in the ground, making sure that they get more people on the ground working to develop the MK party. And the ANC, the EFF, the DA, they're destroying themselves. And we are watching everything happen in front of us. I want to say this to you. The DA, the 20% that you enjoy, it won't last for a long time. EFF, the 10% that you have enjoyed, you're going to enjoy for this next 4 years, it won't last for a very long time. Let me tell you, the MK, it is here to stay. The ENC, the ANC, it will keep on destroying itself. If there's still people there that ANC, because we know our president is sold out, guys. We've seen it many times, because if he has not sold out, I haven't even seen anybody hold accountable to the nonsense that we've been facing. They still want to extend days for registration. Our people, our South African people, they should not even going through this registration. These are informal business that should not be touched by government. But the government want to make sure they destroy the black person of operating any business in this country. The government want to make sure that any South African working, doing the informal business to be destroyed, because we should not be taken left because of illegal foreigners. The people they brought in this country, we are suffering because of them. We are suffering because of them. This should not be acceptable in our country. We are calling for our government to re-look at themselves, what they're doing. The EFF is busy with the Pan-African to bring illegal foreigners in our country, to pretend that they're in support of Pan-African. That's the only way they can get people to vote for them. And we're going to fight to defend our country. We are not going to allow EFF to bring illegal foreigners in our country, and we are not going to allow even the DA to bring illegal foreigners for those illegal people to be working in the farms. We have our own South African people who've been working in these farms. And they always complain about the deaths that are happening in the farms. And it's the own illegal foreigners who are killing them. And they want to take it as like it's South Africans who are destroying them. It is your own illegal people that you have brought in this country that are killing you. And you want to come, when they kill you, you want to come and pretend that it's South Africans. It's the people that you are paying low salaries that are fighting you, because you don't want to pay South Africans what we deserve. And you want to come here and cry. We're saying enough, it is enough. We cannot tolerate this, guys. It's so sad to see what is going on in our country. Everything is happening in front of our eyes. Everything has been played in front of our eyes. And we, the people of this country, must suffer. Because the DA is busy bringing illegal foreigners to go work in the farms. The EFF is bringing illegal foreigners to come and vote for them. The ANC is busy selling our country out because they want to have money for themselves and their families. We cannot allow what is happening in our country. We cannot allow what is happening in our country. Enough, it is enough. We must fight for our country. We must defend our country. We must defend our country from these illegal people who are coming to our country. We must defend our country. Let's continue and listen to this, guys.
We said each municipality must clearly indicate how many foreign nationals have applied and got approval, so that we confirm whether they met the 3 requirements. If you are a foreign national, you want to run business in South Africa, 1, you must have a business visa. 2, you must prove you have 5 million rand that you want to invest in South Africa. That money must be in a bank in South Africa, comply with SARS, comply with banking, as well as the proof of residence. That is one condition. Secondly, if you are an asylum seeker, you must be confirmed officially that you are an asylum seeker. Thirdly, you are a refugee that must be registered with immigration regulations that you are in South Africa as a political refugee.
Yes.
If you don't qualify in these 3 things, you can't run a business in South Africa. Then the South African cannot apply and then allow you to hire that business, because you are not allowed to run a business in South Africa if you don't qualify on those 3 instances.
Our laws and our constitution, very clear as it's saying here. You ask yourself, why are they not exercising the laws that are in this country? Why are we not following our constitution? Because if they are following the constitutions and following the laws of this country, we will not be here and talking about this. I would not be here defending my country. But they're still doing nothing. You ask them, you ask yourself, what is your agenda? What is your agenda, sharp? Why are you not deporting these people? Why are you not arresting these people? Because we've got constitution and we've got laws in this country. I should not be coming here and talking about this. We're saying enough, it is enough. Our government is taking advantage of us. And I'm going to say it again, hands off informal business that are owned by South Africans. Hands off informal businesses that are owned by South Africans in our country. Hands off our informal business that are owned by South Africans in our country. And those South Africans, we are also helping these illegal people to register these businesses. You are breaking the law. We are fighting to defend this country. We are fighting to protect the future of your children and our children. And you are busy. You are busy selling out our country. Enough, it is enough. I am talking to you, and many of you, you know you have done that. I'm saying, stop it. Stop it. We cannot come to this street and fight for our country. How many children are going to continue to die? They've extended for this registration process. The government, they think there won't be another death. There will be more death. There will be more death because of this government who's failing to exercise our laws. The government is failing. The government is a failure. We have people people who just want to eat. We have people who just want to eat. Enough. It is enough. Let's continue watch this last clip, guys.
We want to caution South Africans not to be used as fronting to register and then let the business run by a foreign national, because that is a crime.
Say that again.
They will be arrested if you assist an undocumented person in South Africa. You are committing a crime. The law will take its course, and fronting is not going to work. A person who applied for a business is the one who will run the business.
What I'm going to say to this to the government is this. Will the government compensate? Will the government compensate the people who have lost their children? Because now they've extended the registration for these illegal people to register. Will the government compensate the parents who have lost their children? And I believe the government must be sued, and the government must compensate the parents who have lost their children. And the government must be held accountable should we have another death because of this extension. We're saying no to illegal foreigners registering sponsorship in this country. Guys, let me not make this video very long. I'm going to say it one more time. If the government have the eyes and the ears to hear what our people are saying, they will do what is right. They will follow the constitution. They'll follow the law of this country. My name is Lorani Litonga, Prince from South Africa. If you haven't subscribed, guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's get to at least 10,000 subscribers. I'll see you in my next video. I love you, man. I love you. Sharp, sharp. See you in my next video. Sharp, sharp.